What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Double A coming back at you on this beautiful rainy day in South Carolina, where it has rained me out of work. So, what am I going to do? Well, I could work on the refractory. I'm still studying everything with it, though. Today, we are going to build Mr. Rob Garman of Granddad's Forge a shocki thingy. He asked me to. He wanted to get with me on building one, and I said, hey, be an honor to do it for you, Granddad's Forge. If y'all haven't checked out his channel, man, you should. Really cool dude, funny guy, hilarious guy, great sense of humor. But anyhow, check him out, and let's see about building him a proper shocki thingy. Let's figure out exactly what materials we're going to need. And we know we're going to need a transformer, and I'm pretty sure I've got one around here somewhere. There we go. Just clean that bad boy up some. I actually have never used this one, so it should be pretty fresh. Oh, what else are we going to need? We're going to need some wood. Got wood? Yeah, I got wood. See here, we're going to need some wire and some stuff like that. Let me just get everything together instead of y'all watching me aimlessly walk around looking for crap. And we'll get busy on the build. Got the transformer. I've got a capacitor, if he wants to use one. He doesn't have to use one, with the bleed resistor on it. And I've got roughly about 6 foot, a little over 6 foot of black and white wire at about 14 gauge, I believe. If you think that's too small, or saying, hey, isn't that kind of small? The gauge that is currently on there is actually smaller than 14. It's probably like a 24, I believe, somewhere around there, and it carries the voltage just fine. So 6 foot. Yeah, I'm doing 6 foot because I don't know how long a piece you'll be doing. Of course, the longer it is, the more trouble it has getting the electricity across. But 6 foot will allow for any ends that might burn. Now, whenever you are doing your wires, make sure that you check it. You see, this was inside the sheathing, and it was not seen. So always make sure. But you don't want to get popped by any of it, period. So always take proper precautions. Alright, so we got to head up to the Lowe's. I hate Lowe's, but we're heading up to the Lowe's to get some things. Hinges, clasp, maybe some shrink wrap, or shrink wrap, heat shrink. Yeah, heat shrink, and I need some connectors. Make sure I build this thing properly so that it continues to work. I'm not making it for me, so it can't be dangerous. Although it's always going to be dangerous. But you know what I mean. Alright, so I just got to clean off a spot to ground this off. Put the fan in. I got a switch, toggle switch that lights up red, so you know that power is on, and to be careful. And I burnt the capacitor up. Alright, so we got an illuminator rocker switch. Whenever power is on, you can hear it humming. And I just got to get a ground wire run to this. As you see, it illuminates, and when we shut it off, no longer illuminates. So whenever power is on and it is charged, there will be a red light saying, hey, I'm charged. Basically, I have a non-conductive cube, so to speak. Top's over there, I haven't cut it yet. Got everything set down in here. I got to set the fan off a little bit. I got to drill several holes for that, and figure out exactly where it's going. Drill holes on both sides, and get some wires ran, and test it out pretty much. Let's get that done. But first, this is the secondary wire. There's only one that comes off of it. It's grounded to the base of the transformer. These other little wires, these are just a low voltage coil. You can snip those right off. Alright, and then we have it. So you know, you have your power is usually number 1. Let me check that. Connect. Nope, that ain't gonna work. And it helps to crimp your connectors. Anyhow, so it's off. Now I gotta plug it up. Never work on electricity while it's plugged in. It is off. It's on. It's off. It's on. Ground, power, neutral. Pretty simple. That there is going to hook to a long wire, and then we got to get another one that's hooked to the body of the transformer. And the machine's pretty much built. We just got to get the box finished up. Alright, so we are done with Mr. Garmin's fractal burning machine. Actually got a pine box here. I got air holes in the back. It draws from that end, comes out this end. It's clasped and hinged. One indicating the deal there. So basically you're going to pull it out, throw those to the side. There's notches for these. A notch there, and a notch for this cord here. Alright, close that top. Match it back, and she's ready to go. I got to put a couple ends on this end, and we've got to put his forward signature on the top there. Amy's going to burn that in, and we'll probably seal it up and ship it off. But right now we need to test it. Ground it off to a 3-prong grounded circuit. On these, you do want it to be over grounded on the inside. Light's working. It's running. Alright, let's grab our, I think it's called copper sodium bicarbonate hydroxide, something like that. I don't know. Basically, you take 2 pieces of copper and a battery charger. 1 copper to one class, 1 copper to the other class. You set them across from each other, and you let that baby cook, and it produces a copper solution that's nowhere near as dangerous as sulfates. So we're just going to get this mixed up really good here. Put this on here and let it soak in, and I've got to get them ends ready. Got to get them peeled back, and that wire come out of a 14 gauge wire, and you can go bigger if you want to. You don't have to. If your wires are getting hot and melting, then you probably want to go bigger. Instead of just plugging it directly in, we should be able to flip a switch and see what's going to happen. We can cut her off and cut her back on.
It's supposed to be connected, right? Going from there to there.
It's trying to. It's following the path of least resistance for some reason, which was this way and then back up and around. We'll shut it off. System's off. You got your fractal burn. And I tell you what I'm going to do, Mr. Garmin. I am going to leave these ends open like this and let you decide how you want to work with them. I'm going to, well, that one's split. I didn't need to cut that off, but I'll cut that off and let you decide how you want to set this up. There's several different ways you can do it. You can drive nails in there if you don't want to. You need some type of stand with something that's going to touch the piece that you're trying to burn. So when he's done, you simply open it up. Of course, you unplug it.
You want me to record this?
It is recording.
Okay.
Take your wires, roll them up, pop them in there, close it, clasp it, store it away. You are done. I'll get that out to you, Mr. Rob. I just got to do some finish work on it and get your symbol on there. Maybe a maker's mark. Though I got rained out today, apparently this afternoon, a line got taken down, so we had to go out and fix an emergency call. So I'm just now getting back to finishing this video up. But basically the box has no dimensions. I just kind of eyeballed it and made it as big as I thought it needed to be. The fan is wired directly to the 120 side and into the switch. This system is overgrounded. If you build one of these, it needs to be overgrounded. You want it to be overgrounded. You don't want your ground, you being a ground, to be a better ground than what the system is. You want that electricity to want to stay on that ground circuit there. So by all means, overground it, even if you've got to use 2-gauge copper wire in order to consider to make it overgrounded. I mean, I know that's extreme, but I'm just telling you, be extremely careful with this. It's nowhere near a lightning strike, even though it makes things that look like lightning strikes, but it will kill you just as fast as a lightning strike will. This will produce, I think it's anywhere from like 4,000 to 6,000 volts. And there's a lot of modifications you can do with these things, a lot of different things you can do with these things. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, by all means, just ask in the comment section, or you can email me and whatnot. But I think that's going to be probably pretty much it. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a fun build. I enjoyed doing this for Mr. Rob Garman over there at Granddad's Forge, and I hope he finds some good use out of it, and for many days to come. So, with that being said, I say love, peace, and chicken grease.